So today, I'm going to talk again about the idea of Christmas. And I'm going to talk about the symbolism of light. What is the symbolism of light at Christmas? And what is being illuminated for all to know? Those are the questions that came to me. What is the symbolism of light at Christmas? And if there is light being symbolized here, that is being illuminated here, what is it trying to teach us? What is it trying to get us to know? First off, there is a universal symbolism of light. Light has always been a symbol of hope, a symbol of knowledge, a symbolism of spirituality. It represents the triumph of good over evil, right? If the room is dark and you walk in with a candle, the room lights up, the darkness disappears. That's the symbolism we're talking about, that light illuminates. It brings us knowledge, because if you walk into the room with a candle, you see what's in front of you. You're not going to trip on anything. You're going to be able to find what you're looking for. And being that everything is energy, everything is radiating light, because energy radiates light. And that's spirituality. And when you know that light overcomes the darkness, it also gives you a sense of hope from which to live from. Light on Hanukkah is symbolically used on Hanukkah candles. In the Douai lamps and the Christmas lights, light represents the arrival of the divine presence and promise of renewal. So let's take a look at it. What are the historical roots of Christmas lights? The use of candles, which dates back to the 17th century, symbolizes the light of the divine illuminating the world. So Christmas lights are the idea that there's been a realization of a greater light, a greater expression of life. And because it's a greater expression of light, it illuminates the world. It opens the world to a greater and greater and greater understanding. I don't know about for you, but I do enjoy driving around and seeing Christmas lights. It gives me a feeling of warmth, of joy, of expansion. When I see houses decorated, I want to ask the question, I wonder why the people decorated it the way they did. How does it feel? If you were to come to my house, I have an 8-foot blow-up Grinch that's in the front of my house with a light in it. That's symbolic for me that I don't buy into traditional Christmas, but I do buy into the feeling of Christmas. And then I've got 3 spotlights that are shining white snowflakes over my home. I'm illuminating my home. My home is a home of light. It makes me feel good to have that. Let's take a look at the Advent wreath and candlelight. The Advent wreath has 4 candles, one for each of the 4 weeks prior to Christmas. These candles symbolize hope, peace, joy, and love. Each week as we light these candles, we're asked to reflect on the profound significance each of these virtues has in our life. So really, the Advent wreath and the candle lighting, it's all about a ritual to make us realize that when we light that first candle, we're lighting hope for a greater life. When we light that second candle, we're lighting a candle to know peace in our life. When we light the third candle, it's to know joy in our life. And the fourth candle is to know love. So there's a symbol, like the symbolism of light is about these virtues. And so light has always been that for us, whether it be in campfires, whether it be in candles, now whether it be in LED lights. Let's go back to the story of Jesus and the Star of Bethlehem. The Star of Bethlehem, that star radiates light that symbolizes guidance, revelation, and the presence of something beyond the human. It is a reminder to seek the light within ourselves and let us guide us and inspire others. The Star of Bethlehem was a star that the story of Jesus tells that the three wise men followed. And when they followed it, they came to Jesus. What was Jesus? He was a symbolism of a light greater than they were. It was a symbolism of the divine presence. In the story of Jesus, it's about Jesus being outside of ourselves. But the real symbolic thing is that the light exists within us. And Jesus even said that in his messages when he said, "This I do, and you can do and more." He was saying, I'm the example. So the Star of Bethlehem symbolizes the divine guidance, the revelation, and the presence of that infinite power that exists within each of us. So, reflect on what light means to you. What does it mean to you? Does it have any significant meanings? It's interesting how when Jean and I went last week, we saw Trans-Siberian Orchestra, the amazing use of light, the amazing use of LED lights, the amazing use of spotlights, of laser lights, of fire, and different types of flames shooting out. All of it to entice you into a greater and greater and greater experience. You see, the symbol of light goes beyond religious and cultural boundaries. It is a reminder of hope, joy, peace, and the ever-present spirit of goodwill. Notice how we always talk about that we're in a dark place. Oh my God, I feel better. Why? I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. What I wish for you this Christmas is a deep and reflective holiday where truth is revealed and you embrace the unique and perfect light that you are. Every day you have the ability to brighten your light or dim your light. It's all based on what you believe about yourself. The greater the belief in who you are, the more expansive the belief about who you are, the greater your light. And I want you to know that you have not even begun to turn the dial to your brightness. You have infinite brightness available to you. You've just got to embrace it. You've got to start to live as if you were that. And that light will show to you. What I want to say to you is Merry Christmas from my heart to yours, from my light to yours, from my hope to your hope, from my joy to your joy. And I know that together we can form a light that truly lights this world up and changes it so that it is a world of peace, love, and joy. Merry Christmas.